Have you ever learned about a place and been so captivated by it that it just calls to you? For one reason or another, you just can't get that place out of your mind. A place that seems odd at first sight, but the further you go down the rabbit hole, the stranger it gets. This might be the strangest town I've ever been to. This is Felicity, California, an unincorporated town just minutes away from the border of Arizona and Mexico. And this pyramid, built in the middle of the town, is legally recognized as the, quote, center of the world, at least according to the government of France. We'll get to that. Looking at the city from a top-down view shows this place was definitely designed with a purpose in mind. I was so intrigued that I made the 3-hour drive to the middle of nowhere to document this unique landmark and determine if this roadside attraction is a quirky historical work of art or a sinister occult project. Join me on this adventure to the middle of nowhere to uncover the story of Felicity, debatably the strangest town in all of America. What's up, you beautiful motherfuckers? We are going on a mission. We'll probably need gas at some point. I am on a mission to go to what I believe, at least in my... I haven't actually been there yet, but just from what I've seen on Google Maps, this is probably the weirdest city or town I have ever seen, maybe in my life. And the reason for that is that it's just in the middle of fucking nowhere with a bunch of crazy buildings, pyramids. It's just strange, guys. All right, so we got some food, filled up our gas tank. Now, no excuses. We're just going. We're just flying out there. I'll see you guys in the desert. I was first made aware of this town by watching this little short from the Joe Rogan Experience.
So we went to Yuma, Arizona. On the way back, we're in the middle of the desert and we look and there's just like this staircase that goes to nowhere.
Nothing.
And we're both like, we get this really bad, weird feeling and we're like, we need to go back and like find out what that is.
We go back and
Yeah.
we go back and we find this town. Can you show the whole town from
It's
like
called
a map?
Felicity.
This is what we see in the middle of nowhere. And it's called the center of the world. It's like an 8-mile city called Felicity and only a population of 7 or something like that. And it's definitely
A cult.
yes.
But he says, okay, so in the steps we looked up, those stairs that go to nowhere are from the Eiffel Tower.
Yeah.
Baller.
He's a baller, but
He's
what's
a Rothschild.
a Rothschild. He bought this town of Felicity and named it after his wife, Felicity.
Wait, is this real?
who we think we
Yes.
ran into.
Can we make sure that this is real?
They tried to get us in the center of the pyramid, in the center of the thing, put our foot in the middle, save this thing and make a wish and then sign a contract. And I was like, and we were like, I'm not doing that. And she was like, well, it's the only part of the tour you have to do.
And they go,
To do the tour. And that's when we said, we don't want to do the tour anymore. We're going to leave. And she was pissed.
There's a lot to unpack with this clip, so let's start with the brainchild of this city. This town was founded by the eccentric Jacques André Estel, who was born in France to Yvonne and André Estel. His mother served as a volunteer in World War I and World War II, while his father was a very influential investment banker and diplomat representing France at the Bretton Woods Conference in 1944. This conference, for those unaware, was a massive, massive gathering to determine the post-war economic and monetary order of the world. This conference resulted in the creation of the IMF, the International Monetary Funds, and the IBRD, which the World Bank uses to offer loans to developing countries. Needless to say, this is a very important event in history and shows how well connected this family was to the government of France. Jacques, his siblings, and his mother left France in 1940 to escape the invasion by Germans, eventually attending Princeton University for economics. After graduating, Jacques served in the U.S. Marines during the Korean War. Around this time, he became fascinated with parachuting. He opened schools, taught the U.S. Army Golden Knights parachute team, and eventually became the chairman of the Hall of Fame of Parachuting. Jacques himself was also an investment banker at one point, and while there is very little documentation about his time as a banker, I found a New York Times article about his brother, who served as an investment banker for the Rothschild Group. As well, he currently serves on the Council of Foreign Relations. Needless to say, his family is very well connected, which explains how he got all the funds to build this place in the middle of nowhere in the first place. The town of Felicity is named after Jacques' wife, Felicia Estelle. In 1985, Estelle wrote a children's book named Ko the Good Dragon at the Center of the World, in which Ko the Dragon stumbles upon a special place in what is now Felicity, California, and dubbed it the Center of the World. A year later, in 1986, the city was founded, and this children's book was used as a legal justification to the supervisors of Imperial County, the county in which Felicity resides in, that Felicity was indeed the center of the world. And seemingly, the government of Imperial County actually agreed and officially declared this pyramid as the center of the world. A few years later, in 1989, the Institut Géographique National of the government of France, which maintains geographic information for the French government, also declared this site as the center of the world. The main attraction of this town is the Museum of History in Granite, which is a number of granite slabs engraved with history about all sorts of various topics. The slabs weigh several tons and were built to last thousands of years into the future. A number of other strange landmarks can be found here, and it's still being developed to this day. And this leads us to the present moment. Felicity, California. I believe this is named after the wife of the founder who created this spot, who was in and of itself a very interesting man from what I've read. But yeah, look at this place. All right, first things first, we gotta go pay our fees. I believe it's $10 to check this place out. Look at this. It's so strange with just how like symmetrical it is. All the monuments and things. Can't see it over there. But yeah, let's go check out this museum real quick. Alright, I just had a long talk with the person running the museum behind me, and she told me a lot about the different sites, so hopefully I can relay that information. I just didn't want to put her on camera because she wasn't comfortable with that. But first, this is the sundial. She said it was named the arm of God. I think I read it was the arm of Michelangelo, you know, reaching out in that famous painting to touch God's hand. It actually works as a sundial, so according to this, I mean, it's mountain time, so 3 10 or something like that. Not exactly sure. There's a little plaque here. The gnomon of this sundial points to the church on the hill at Felicity. The three-dimensional bronze sculpture is the arm of God from creation, painted by Michelangelo in the Sistine Chapel. Interesting. It's pointing straight to that pyramid. Before I go do that though, I was really confused about these steps, but there's some interesting history behind them. Okay, I don't know if it's just the wind or what, but this tower is fucking tweaking right now. These steps. This staircase is actually from the Eiffel Tower and is one of 20 segments that was taken when it was originally taken down due to the staircases becoming unstable, and just shows another connection that this guy had to the French government to, be able to get one of these segments of the Eiffel Tower out here into the middle of the desert. It looks like we can actually go in here. Oh yeah, here's the steps. Eiffel Tower. Here's some construction photos. Some old stuff about Eiffel Tower. I'm gonna assume this guy's the founder. Here's the moment of truth. Let's go in the pyramid real quick. In we go. Oop. Okay. There's a plaque here on the floor that actually officially marks the center of the world that I missed when I first walked in. Shoot, this place is strange. I was told to take a picture of myself inside here so I could get a timestamp. Because actually, what the lady in the office told me is that this is so strange. lady in the office told me that I'm actually going to get some kind of certificate at the end of this, which is kind of strange. But war memorial to, in this case, the Korean War, those who died for the country. Before we get to that, I'm going to read this plaque real quick because it's interesting. Friends of the United States Marine Corps Korean War Memorial. Right here's the mayor, Jacques Andre Estelle. His wife, Felicia, which the town is named after. I don't know which side to start on. Start here. Just imagine all these guys died, you know, trying to liberate Korean continent. What's even crazier is that these are supposedly all, hand carved. Imagine just making one tiny little mistake and messing the whole thing up. It puts in perspective how devastating war truly is. Over here, and don't worry, I'm going to get to that chapel on the hill. But first, I want to check this one out. It's a maze. When you look at it from the top down, it looks like some crazy, like, circular. I don't know. Let's check out the maze of honor. Loving memory of Jacob Bruins. Oh, that's crazy. They got all sorts of art in here. Huh. This is just average, everyday. Oh, the pioneers of sport parachuting. So I guess this is for a parachuting memorial. And what I do know, Harry Truman, I don't know why, and Peyton Manning. What I do know about the mayor of this place is that he was actually supposedly a legendary parachuter. And we got Abe Lincoln and George Washington. Oh, this place is strange. This right here is a copy of the Liberty Bell. This half-scale replica of the Liberty Bell weighing 250 pounds was cast in the Museum of Granite. I guess you can ring it too. Let's do it. Oh my god. Ow. Literacy for Millennia. Museum of History in Granite. Alpha and the Omega. The yin and the yang. Nothing in excess. Temple of Apollo. Delphi. We have people of the world. Swanee designs the key for visitors from the far distant future to understand our writings. ABC. See. There's some hieroglyphics. Now we gotta check this out. Because this is what really interests me, actually. Here we are, the church on the hill at Felicity, dedicated on March 7th. Look at this, just beautiful. Let's go check out the interior. Got some beautiful art on the walls. Crucifixion. I wanted to note something really strange is that these two chairs that you can see in the frame actually look like they have some dried up blood, I would assume. I'm not exactly sure, but it was kind of creepy. Beautiful. And, oh, look at that. Actually a Bible here. Let's see. Prayer for deliverance. Deliver me, O Lord, from the evil man. Preserve me from the violent man, which imagine mischiefs in their heart continually, as are they gathered together for war. They have sharpened their tongues like a serpent. Adder's poison is under their lips. Keep me, O Lord, from the hands of the wicked. Preserve me from the violent man, who have purposed to overthrow my goings. beautiful. And we got this cool little cross, and look at that. This whole place is just truly beautiful. Well, I believe it's called tithings. I'll just throw in my 2 cents. And Felicity. This is beautiful. And just look at this view of the landscape. You can almost see why someone would want to build something like this out here. Let's check out these statues. Consecrated ground. I think these are all the people who helped build and maintain the church. This is just one weird looking stone block. Unless we destroy ourselves or succumb to a cosmic accident, our destiny should be set on a path to the stars. May distant descendants, perhaps far from our planet Earth, view our collective history with understanding and affection. Jacques André Estelle, the mayor. And for some reason we got Sekhmet, the daughter of the sun god Ra. At the center, the sun's density is more than 160 times that of water. More drawings. Aurora, the Roman goddess of dawn, leading to the chariot of the sun. How did someone even make this? Starry night. It's wild. Earth, our beautiful mother, home planet, Gaia. Some of the artwork they have here is just weird. By weird, I mean interesting, but weird. Like children's moon. Oh, this is the Michelangelo drawing, just done a bit different. Same as the sun god arm dial, you know, same idea. And we got some Anunnaki winged lions and one of their sun wheel dials. You could see that on a lot of the watches seen at the time, or in the artwork depicting these Anunnaki. God, there is a lot of history here. Ancient civilizations, you know, early medicine. Just think about how much time and effort was spent building this place, you know. Here's some history about this place. Very interesting stuff. Evil eyes, huh? It's supposed to be protection. It's called evil eye. Okay. Here's the book that this is all named after. History of the town. Oops. Ooh. Excuse me. Here we got a picture of the founders and his wife. This book's interesting. Very interesting. A picture of what this whole place looks like. Such a strange place. There is one more spot around here that I saw on Google Maps that I really would like to hit, because it also looks quite unique. And before we go there, they actually gave me this certificate. Official center of the world. Certifies that Joe visited the pyramid and stood at the official center of the world. 307. Tested by Divine. Huh. We really are out here in the middle of nowhere. Over here, I noticed a spot on Google Maps. I believe it's called the Mound or something. crop circle looking spot. Angels. Statues over there. Pretty cool little pathway going up here. This looks to be all quartz. Wow. What's up with that? Intelligence of trees. Give me a little sun. That is fascinating, but I don't really want to go around stealing stuff on some kind of CD player. See what it's all about. These statues. This is one interesting spot, all right. Angel statue. And what I would presume to be Jesus Christ here on the left, and I guess maybe Mother Mary or Mary Magdalene or someone. Not entirely sure, but that Sacred Heart. Beautiful. Oh man. That is so interesting. And I want to know what is on this lot. Intelligence of trees. So that was quite fascinating. I really wish I could figure out what was on that CD, but the CD player in my car is not working, and I don't really want to steal it, you know, just kind of leave it there. So if anyone's curious enough to come out here and find it for themselves, well, be my guest. It's at a place called The Mound. That's what this strange site was called. But I'm really curious about it, so I would like to have an answer about it. But I decided that with the little bit of light we do have left, that I was going to go around and see one or two of the historical abandoned old mining towns and mining sites from around here. So hopefully I can go hit that up before it gets dark, and then my plan was probably to go cross the border into Arizona, check out Yuma for a little bit. You know, it's gonna be nighttime by then. Probably just get a bite to eat and then just head home. So yeah, let's go figure it out. I noticed this cool little monument on the way out. So, Camp Pilot Knob was a unit of the Desert Training Center established by General George S. Patton. He's the World War II guy. And to prepare American troops for battle during World War II. It was the largest military training ground to ever exist. Looks like we found the marker. See what we gotta see what it says. Obregon. That was the name of the community. The historic gold mining community of Obregon lies near here in the Cargo Muchacho Mountains. As a frontier town, Obregon marks the location of several attempts to extract ore during the 1890s through the 1930s. I thought I was really going to leave without at least trying to find this mine. Looks like, from what I can tell on Google Maps, it's over kind of this way. So, let's go find it. I think I can see it just up there in the distance. Fuck me. Looks like I could have just driven out here instead of running fucking 10 minutes. But I think we found it. This is the Tumco town site. Google Maps says the mine is this way, which is kind of hard to believe. Okay, maybe this is a historic town site. Maybe it is over there. Go over that way. I would really love to make it up to that town site, but it's kind of far, man. Up there. It says it's 1.5 miles. It says the mine is directly this way. No, this is what check out real quick. Where are all these cans and shit? Huh. Super old. Let's see. It says that the mine should be kind of right in front of me. I'm not seeing much yet. Damn. This is where it says the mine is, and I'm not seeing it. Shit. I guess it is probably over there further. Okay, at least we got a little map here, so this is where we're at right now. There's a well over here, I guess. We got a cemetery, rest areas. We got a cyanide plant. What the hell? Here's what it looked like back in the day. Looks like it was kind of thriving here. Fuck, man. You know, guys, I would absolutely love to go out here and explore this place, but to be completely honest with you, like, it's already getting really dark really quick. It's cold as fuck. I have to run like 10 minutes back to and honestly, the thought of walking around an abandoned mine at night with, you know, maybe one phone flashlight seems a little sus. Wait, what is that over there, bro? Like right over there. That dead ass looks like a mine or like a cave or something. Look at this. I don't even know what it is. Looks like some kind of, I don't even know. Part of like a cart, like a mining cart. Something like that. It's definitely some steel. Huh. Not sure what this is for. Some kind of marker or something. Yeah. I gotta get out of here. Alright, my friends, that's the end of the video. In conclusion, I'm not really sure what to think about it, to be honest. It's a really strange place. It's got a lot of strange, you know, symbolism and meanings and double meanings hidden behind things, but at the same time, I think the initiative of preserving history for generations to come in stone and granite is a really cool, you know, thing, and I'm glad that money's being spent on something cool and unique like this roadside attraction rather than whatever else, you know what I mean? I'm a big fan of history, so I think that's great. I want you all to just be able to come to your own conclusions and just see, you know, what I've laid out here. Either way, if you guys really enjoyed the video, if you could hit that like, comment, subscribe, it would mean the world to me. It makes a huge difference for my channel, just getting my message out to the world. So yeah, love you guys. I'll see you in the next video. Stay up and have a wonderful day. Love you all, and God bless you.